Okay, first off, wait, I'm gonna light myself a bit too. Okay. Okay, so first off, my name is Chase. I'm 23 and I'm a game designer and a BGM composer. I graduated from Neon Poly in 2017 and studied multimedia and animation and specialized in game art design. And the interesting thing about this is that I didn't go for internship due to like course limitations. So just to summarize, basically due to like certain systems in Nanyang Poly at the time, and they did not have connections as well. So we did not have like I think multiple cohorts actually did not have access to direct connections to companies overseas, anything. So and we didn't know how to also go out of our way to look for internships. We did try, but most of us couldn't find any. And in fact, the only one that found an internship was did photography, which was not even related to the main course. But yeah, so basically no internship experience. Immediately went to NS, came out, I did a gap year of doing just try my own, and then I actually applied for I think it was I can't remember the name of the website, but basically I found this guy called Ben, and he was interested in developing an indie studio. So together with Wei Qiang, the next person that's going to talk about his game, we co-founded Aruki Games at the start of 2020. And so far we've made 2 games, one on itch.io, and both on itch.io, and one more called Pulverize, which is on the Google Play Store. So, and we also actually just finished the SGGA Heritage Game Jam called Singapore Live. Yeah, so this is pretty much about me. And unlike all the other groups or presenters beforehand, we do this, both our games are individual. So everything is done by just us. So more about Link. In order to like develop the culture in Aruki Games, we did a 1-week game jam held, I think, in February. And after that, when we finished our game jam, we developed it for about 1.5 months and came up with a game to, just put it out there, whether it's good or bad. We just wanted to try out something, make people like recognize that we make games. So Link is a 2D endless action arcade game where the player will link nodes together. And if you connect enough of these, they will start connecting to each other, and then you can start hacking the network and uploading of viruses and bugs. Okay, so this is the overview. First, I'll be discussing the design and theme, the gameplay, and lastly, the music and UI. So firstly, the design and theme. It's very futuristic hackers cyberspace. So I wanted to incorporate, if you can, like on the top, you can see these were the references for the design, the designs that I wanted in the game, but it was too much and it was too distracting. So I eventually simplified it to just be grids. One was the background, another one followed the camera. So there will be this multi-layer grid, sort of a feel or view to it. Secondly, there's a lot of bright RGB colors, and also for the theme or for the outline of most of the UI, I use a very teal color to make it appeal to the futuristic theme. And lastly, in line with the hacker theme as well, I used a camera shader. I think it's actually online to really change how the camera transitions from scene to scene. So on the bottom left, you can see the transition being all like hacked, right? So yeah, so this is the design and theme for a Link. Next is the gameplay. So this is our character actually, no name, just a simple being. Basically, it's a virus, and it intends to hack the network and again upload like its bugs and viruses to the system. So these are the main 2 actions in the game. Number 1 is ping. So when you press right click, you ping, and it will send like a mini shockwave to all like everything around it. So if you are in a node, which is the white color circle, you will hack it and it will turn green. So because you are technically the bad guy in the game, I'll explain this more. So it will turn green, which is normally seen as good. and if there happens to be a antivirus, which is this purple character right here, you will kill it. So it's very simple gameplay. Next one, which is blink. So once you successfully hacked a node and it turns green, sorry, I think it's that way, right? I got myself confused. So green, it will turn to red. That's my bad. You can blink from node to node to increase the movement, because sometimes you want to access a different area and it takes quite a while to move there. So these antiviruses will try to purify the node to turn it back into unhacked node. So if you teleport to an area where one of the antiviruses are purifying it, it will send out a ping as well. So I think most of these things I will explain later on in the gameplay video or the gameplay playthrough. And on the top, you can see this is our character design and animation that we wanted in the game. And this one is actually, we wanted to add even an extra enemy, more like a boss kind of feel. But I didn't have time enough to complete it during the 1.5 months, because we wanted to hit a deadline, and that was what our boss gave us. Yeah. So again, if there's any confusion, I'll explain it more in the gameplay video, or playthrough rather. Lastly, music, sound, and UI. So as I said, I actually love making music. I do BGMs, and I wanted to come up with my own sound for it as well. So all sounds are made in GarageBand. So I'll just play like a small clip. It's very synthwave, very based off computer system sounds. Right, so that's the theme song of a Link. And next is like a simple, when you hack the node and you basically can connect to it, it will play the sound. So it's kind of a mix between synthwave and computer system sounds. And next is the UI. So again, okay, this is where the green and the red comes in. So again, because green is normally seen as allies or like good in games, I wanted to like turn it on its turn it around, and basically red means good and green means bad. So when it's uploading, it will show a green bar, and when it's full, it will turn red. On the bottom is the battery. It's a battery icon. It represents your health. So if you exist in like the blue grid space, you will continue to lose health. So you need to hack a node and stay inside if you want to retain your health bar. So as it goes down, it will show green, and as it goes up, it will show red. But yeah, these are the icons, to get that futuristic or like computer theme, cyberspace hacking theme. So yes, I'll go to the playthrough right now. Very quick one. Oh yes, yeah. So that's it for the gameplay. So is there any questions? actually.
Is it Q&A time? Okay.
Yes, it
You
is
want
Q&A time.
to copy and paste the link to your game in
Oh
the
yes,
chat.
okay. Actually, I'll put it
Okay.
here. Hold on. I'm
Yeah,
using.
and there's a lot of good reviews for the music and the background music. Like
Oh, hang on.
people are requesting for OST.
Hold on now. I lost the Zoom meeting. Is it here? Okay. Yes. Sorry. I'm just gonna leave it. I'll post the links after this because I'm using two screens, so it's a bit hard to manage. But yes, okay. So do I answer now?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Q&A now.
Yes.
Okay, so people want to know if there'll be a release OST for your background music.
In general, if you're talking about in general, I will be posting all my BGMs on SoundCloud. The thing is, so it's not just this game, but even the SGGA game, I actually created 4 BGMs like within a week. So I'll be posting everything on SoundCloud, and hopefully one day I'll be able to like not use GarageBand because GarageBand is one of the really basic
Okay,
applications. Yeah.
SGGA, you mean the Heritage Game Jam, is it?
Yes, the heritage. Sorry, the heritage game.
Yeah, that one is Saga Kaya. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Let me see. Go scroll down. Someone asked,
I don't have Bandcamp. Sorry.
yeah, someone asked, did you go to uni?
Oh, no, I didn't go to uni. I was planning during the gap year that I had, but due to concerns with money, due to concerns with like whether or not I should go even, I actually just took the time to just develop my own games, but unsuccessfully. It was very hard to move on when I didn't know what the experience in a company was like. So even though I went through like a education, in fact, the course that I did wasn't really. They only was really useful in the 3rd year because they did talk about like pipelines and stuff. But I think in general, the course that I went to wasn't that great. And the fact that they didn't have internship really affected the way I perceived the industry as well, and even my own skills. So I did not have much motivation to do well. But then after meeting Ben and even after COVID, I think right now I'm at my peak because I'm really motivated. I really have something to look forward to. And after this SGGA Heritage Game Jam, I now know more about like things and more people. So I think yeah.
Okay. So someone asked, will you tell us more about ROK games?
Okay, so ROK games, ROK is also called ASPT, and they mainly do import export of refrigerator, aircon, like home appliances parts. And the boss's son, who is I think 30 this year, he basically was looking around he was doing his games on his own, and then he was looking around for people to join him. And I happened to be the first person to do that. And we discussed a bit, and he said that, hey, maybe we should make a indie game studio together. And it was kind of funny because none of us had any experience, none of us had any knowledge. And this was really a big step because for him it was a risk because he had to pay us as well. So yeah, I think right now we are, as you can see on this end screen, this is a game that we are kind of conceptualizing right now. More will be revealed somewhere later, I don't know. But this is a game that I'll be working on for maybe the next 1 year. Yeah, but we have a lot of ideas that we really want to implement, as well as even Wei Qiang, who's going to be presenting next. He's currently also working on a game. So yeah, we have plans to put ourselves out in the industry. Definitely,
Okay.
yeah.
Is Ryan Fu your boss, is it?
No. Our boss isn't here today.
Okay. Okay, so I thought self-plug. Okay, where is the current Pixar Art screen? Brian, that's from their upcoming game that they're working on. Not
Okay,
much
so
details.
first, there definitely won't be a lot of details because it's still in the very early phase, extremely early phase. But basically, I was the first person to be in the company, and then a few months later, Wei Qiang joined, and then I introduced one of my friends from secondary school to Ben, and now we have basically 2 game designers and 1 artist in our team. Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda asked, why do you choose red and green?
Why I choose red and green? I wanted to choose green and red but then I swapped it around because it very like represents, you know, bad guys and enemies. It's a very common color for them. But I think I saw someone saying
Nah, not colorblind friendly.
colorblind. Yeah, definitely. I definitely. This game honestly wasn't projected for a big audience. It was really just number one for ourselves to at least put something out there, and for our friends, you know, people who support us along the way, and we just wanted to show them that hey, we are doing something serious. This isn't just us making some projects. No, we actually want to put our foot down, and it is a very, very honestly scary and risky step to do because we don't have an idea sometimes where we're going. But
Okay.
yeah, I think that's what we want to do.
All right.